Hey, yo, what's poppin', gang?
Laughing my crew.
We back. What's good? All right, man. So today we got a nuke, a bomb dropped on us today, man. We got a track from the Clipse, titled "So Be It," and it is an incredible time, an amazing time to be alive. Honestly, bro. I know that's a Drake, you know what I'm saying? But it is a great time to be alive, man, because the different music that we're getting from new artists, older artists, different types of music, different, you know what I'm saying? Like different sounds. It's just amazing, bro. And I think throughout 2025, that's been one of the things that I've been most appreciative of. It's just all the different types of music we've been getting. And not to say that we haven't been getting that in the past. I can say that it has been a little bit more watered down. And I do believe it is officially getting back to bars. You could let me know in the comments if you believe we getting back to bars. And I say that because Clipse dropped a song today titled "So Be It" with some very, very pointed remarks at Travis Scott. And in my opinion, I still believe that there's some shots at Ye. I believe it's at Ye and Travis Scott. We know Ye and Travis Scott's relationship, the mention of Calabasas, you know, his girl and everything, and the lip gloss and Kylie Jenner and you know what I'm saying? So you guys can let me know what you guys think exactly in the comments. If you think it's about both of them, Kanye West and Travis Scott, or if you just think it's Travis Scott. But there was some pretty crazy bars in that, man. And with the release of Carter 6, I know that's kind of a left turn. With the previous release and the most recent release of Carter 6 and the disappointment that we have gotten from that album makes the offerings and what we're getting from the Clipse that much better. Because if they're in the same range, right? They're in the same range, same era almost, where Wayne was a little bit more experimental, kind of I'm gonna do it my way. And I respect that. It's my album, I'll do what I want. I get that. Not having any songs lead the release of the album, nothing that dropped beforehand. So it's just we dropped and we get it. We don't, you know, we get what we get. And then we got Clipse, Pusha T and Malice dropping Ace trumpets and "So Be It" and literally lighting it up every time they drop a new song. I'm really excited about it. I'm very happy about it. And let me know what y'all feel about that in the comments. But this is also a masterclass in how to release an album. Every time they've released a song, there's been a GQ article that's gone along with it. And before listening to the song, I didn't even know about this GQ article. So apparently in this article, Pusha T kind of gives a little bit more of an explanation for why he has words with Travis Scott. So this is also like not foreshadowing, but forward thinking, where if this part of the song, at the end of the song, I can go right to it. It's so visual and so in your face. When he starts talking about it, your mind is instantly doing the thing, trying to figure out who he's talking about, what he means, what happened, what's the behind the scenes, what's the scenario. There's mentions of a tape or footage or something that is out there that we have not seen. I did put a poll up on my community section in YouTube saying if you believe Pusha T needs to release the tape, go ahead and click the like button on that. But there's mentions of someone crying in front of him and dying in front of him and losing his chick in Calabasas and lip gloss and all of that. And Utopia moving down the street, which Utopia is clearly Travis Scott. We already know that. That was the name of his album. So if you haven't heard this song, you shouldn't even be watching this video if you haven't heard the song, but I appreciate you watching the video. But make sure you go listen to the song and then listen to my reaction to the song. We did it. It was a little bit longer. I listened to it twice. I did not hit the like button though, so I'm tripping. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this article. Pusha T explains why he has words for Travis Scott. Like I said, kind of getting ahead of what all of the questions would be and not really leaving it up to, shout out to George Areola, not really leaving it up to the fans to try to figure it out and leave this space of like gray area and ambiguity where we try to, you know what I'm saying, that thing that we do as reactors and as a community when we don't know, we try to figure it out. We got to connect the dots. They're getting out in front and telling us exactly what it is. Pusha T explains why he has words for Travis Scott. The latest Clipse single, So Be It, features some bars unmistakably aimed at the Cactus Jack rapper. In the previously unheard conversation from our GQ Hype interview, Pusha explained where the smoke is coming from. When Clipse dropped Ace Trumpets, their first official single in over 15 years, to rapturous applause across the internet, Pusha T was hardly all smiles as the acclaim rolled in. Instead, on Instagram, he wrote an ominous comment: "I hate every last one of you B words." Damn. Can't even revel in what's going on. I hate all of y'all. And it's kind of reminiscent of what's been going on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had a lot of watch the party die energy. Like, I don't fuck with none of y'all. My bad, excuse my language, but I don't mess with none of y'all. The Thornton brothers have set their intentions from the jump with an album title that promises let God sort them out. Ostensibly, they'll be killing all the competition by putting their bid in for Rap Album of the Year. But across the project, due out on July 11th, Pusha is also out to settle all outstanding business like Michael Corleone in The Godfather Climax, an attitude he upheld during our conversation for his and Malice's GQ Hype feature. I want to point that out. He dropped the no. He used to be, from my, no malice. I mean, it looks like he dropped the no. And I think that's kind of on purpose. You guys can let me know what y'all think about that in the comments too. For his and Malice's GQ Hype feature, when I hinted at Push taking some unexpected shots in the new music, yes, on the thunderous Chains and Whips, Jim Jones gets a whole verse. Wow. So we could expect to see some bars for Jim Jones on Chains and Whips. Wow. Jim Jones gets a whole verse for that run of interviews where he repeatedly disparaged Pusha's legacy. But while Pusha said he has no interest in taking Drake's attempts to bait him back into the ring seriously, I can't pay attention to none of that. I did the dance for real, not to come back and tiptoe around anything. Another rapper in the orbit of Drake's recent subliminals does get a heat check from Push on the new album, Travis Scott. On So Be It, Push and Malice kicked their usual upper echelon stunting over a sinister Pharrell beat. That beat on that song is ridiculous. It's not super intricate or anything like that, but I think what it does is it kind of pulls on the nostalgia of like kind of like that older sound where there was like a lot of that Middle Eastern sound. Hopefully I don't want to disrespect anybody, but that Middle Eastern sound of the music, or I believe it's Arabic, but if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. I'm not trying to be disrespectful if I am. But that sound is something that's really nostalgic and really, really was used in hip hop for a very long time. And it just kind of went away. And I think he brought that back on this one. And I really, really, really enjoyed that. While Push never calls out Travis by name directly, pointed references to Utopia and an ex whose lip gloss is popping, which we discussed that as soon as it happened in the song on my reaction. Pretty much erase any doubt about who he's talking to. The verse is short, but no less scathing than any of Pusha's similar instances of letting a fellow rapper know what he really thinks of them, alluding to witnessing Travis losing his pride. And conspicuously mentioning AE, Alexander Edwards, best friend and right-hand man to Kylie's ex, Tyga. I didn't know what AE was. I'm not gonna lie to you. When he said I was gonna drop the tapes in AE, I instantly thought of like A&E. I thought like a TV show, but Apparently, it is Alexander Edwards, who I am completely unfamiliar with. So please let me know in the comments if you guys are familiar with who Alexander Edwards is. Now that song is out for the masses to hear, I can share the portion of my conversation with Push in which he shed light on his issue with Travis. Okay, so this is what I wanted to know. Like, what was the problem? Like, why did he get those bars? And losing his pride to me sounds like he watched. I mean, losing your pride could be a couple of other things. I think you lose more than your pride. It would be your manhood at that point, if that's what he's talking about. But losing his pride to me sounds like he watched. If you guys are getting what I'm saying there. Travis, his issue with Travis, and gave context to why he felt compelled to write those bars. When I asked Push why he went in like that, he cited Travis's 2023 song "Meltdown," which had come up earlier in our discussion of recent shots and taunts Drake had been throwing. The song's title comes from Drake declaring in a guest verse that he melt down the chains that I bought. Yes. Melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a F about all of that heritage. Yeah. Since Virgil passed, they're not even wearing that. I remember that. Damn. References to the classic peak Neptune's era jewelry Drake bought through Pharrell's Jupiter auction site. Yes, which Drake also flaunted those chains in Family Matters, if I'm not mistaken. Travis is Switzerland on that song. But the fact that Utopia features production and vocals from Pharrell elsewhere on the album, and that Travis made a show of teasing the album by filming himself playing it for Pharrell, didn't sit right with Push. So basically he's saying the song title's name is Meltdown, which is a play on what Drake said. You then teasing that album for Pharrell was not a good move, which is not. It's low key. It's you know what I'm saying? It's two-faced in a sense. And it's also like, I remember Travis being on stage. I think he was saying play Not Like Us. I think he was egging them on to play Not Like Us. I think so. But which was against Drake. But y'all can let me know if I was wrong on that too. The true context of that is we were in Paris, literally working, and he was calling to play P his new album. He came to Pharrell's studio at Louis Vuitton headquarters, where Clipse recorded most of Let God Sort Him Out. He interrupted the session, Pusha recalled. Wow. So they were in the middle of recording at Louis Vuitton Records, or studio headquarters, excuse me. And he interrupted the session to then play him this. He sees me and Malice there. He's like, oh man, everybody's here. He's smiling, laughing, jumping around, doing his fucking monkey dance. Oh my God. We weren't into the music, but he wanted to play it. Wanted to film us and Pharrell listening to it. And then a week later, you hear Meltdown, which he didn't play. He played a song, but not Drake's verse. Yeah, man. That seemed like some super backhanded that Travis did. So he went in there, he played the song, he didn't play Drake's verse. Because obviously Drake was talking about melting down Pharrell's chains. Push was quick to add that he doesn't hold Travis to any standard because he sees it. Travis has a pattern of remaining conveniently neutral when it suits him. He's done this a lot. He has no picks. He'll do this with anybody. He did it with Sicko Mode, on which Drake seems to diss Kanye, despite Travis's close ties with him. Push then referenced last spring when Travis joined Future and Metro on stage and excitedly asked them to tease. Oh, like that. Yes, it was like that. Thank you. I knew it was like that. It wasn't Not Like Us. I mentioned that earlier. The song whose incendiary Kendrick Lamar verse ignited Kendrick's beef with Drake. He was on a Rolling Out stage like, play that, play that. He don't have no picks, no loyalty to nobody. He'll jump around whatever he feels is hot or cling on to whatever he feels is hot. But you can play those games with those people. We're not in your mix. Keep your mix over there. I don't see shit wrong with nothing he's saying. Period. Travis, though, to me, is a little bit different in a sense where he's not even like, he's not a rapper at all. Like, he's literally a pop artist. Like, I know we call Drake a pop artist, but there's some songs where Travis don't even rap. Now, I'm a fan of the vibe. Like, I'm a huge fan of the vibe. Like, if I'm working out or something like that, like, I'm a fan of the vibe that Travis brings on his music. Would never even think about what he talks. I can't recite verses, lyrics, anything from anything Travis has ever done. I just know I like the vibe he presents. But that being said, he is different than Push and Malice. He is different. You're not cut from this cloth. That's why they said we didn't really care for the music. He just wanted us to hear it. Right? Like, we don't really care about nothing he got on. He jumping around. Man, it sound like goof shit. Like, it sound like you a goofy. You know what I'm saying? It sound like he was a goofy to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he I don't know how much older they are than them, but it just seems like there's just a different level of understanding. Shout out to Something Like a Big Deal. But yeah, man, it just seems like he's just there. It's the latter part of that. It's the latter part that aggravated Push enough to the point of taking the issue to wax. I personally have been removed from that crew and those people for a minute. Push said in reference to the larger Kanye Good Music extended orbit. So that's where my issue comes in. Like, dog, don't even come over here with that, because at the end of the day, I don't play how y'all play. To me, that was really just like, he's a whore. He's a whore. In brackets, print can't do justice to the disdain in Pusha's delivery here. I can see it though, where his roots or what he's always done has never been like super hip hop. It's been way more pop, rock star-ish. You know what I'm saying? I don't say that to diminish anything that he's done, because I'm a fan of Travis's music. Like, I like what he does, not from a lyrical standpoint, but from, like I said, a mood that he creates. I didn't even care for Utopia, and y'all could go back and listen. Bro, I didn't like Utopia. I was like, bro, I don't really care for Utopia like that. Astro World, different story. You know what I'm saying? I've already dealt with the lack of loyalty to his mentor, the guy he looks up to, Push said, referring to Kanye. I've been dealing with the corny shit that goes along with them. So it's like I'm in a whole nother place. Don't bring that over to bring that over to my house. Don't bring that over to bring that over to my house. I just wanted you to have the true context, man. And honestly, Frazier, you got to realize I've really been in Paris. I've really been making my joints. I've really been doing my shit. It was in this moment when Pusha got the most fired up, seemingly intent on disproving the perception that he's a bully or that he's engaging for attention or shock value. When these people mention me, they really be going far out of their way. What have I done besides wear clothes, bro, in the past couple of years? It's like these people going out of their way. Somebody brought Meltdown to my house. You can hear the frustration. I can hear the frustration in the words. He's saying, I be on my own. I don't be bothering nobody. He say, bro, we ain't dropped the album in 15 years, man. I be wearing clothes. I be in the Paris. Come on, bro. I don't be bothering nobody. Then you bring that shit to me? How am I supposed to respond? I get it, bro. I get it. It's like these people are going out of their way. Somebody brought Meltdown to my house. To P's house, actually, I mean. P don't give a damn, but it's like, it's the principle. It's the principle of it. Pusha said impassioned, it's the principle of what I'm saying. That filthy quality that they have about themselves, that lack of loyalty, Travis really has that. He's proven. I just named 3 people that he does that type of behavior with. I'm just not the one. I'm just not one of them. Dog, I ain't with that. This shit ain't coming out of nowhere. Bro, I be cool with all of these guys. Everybody you mentioned today, bro, I promise you, they did that underhanded weird shit. And then they get the heat check. It always comes. Wow, man. That was very detailed and very interesting. All right, bro. So I gotta step in here. Now, I recorded this video yesterday. Today is the 18th. I recorded this video yesterday, and that's before some new information came out, and that's before I kind of had a little bit more time to listen to it. I'm talking about the song So Be It. I'm probably like 20 spins into this song. I listened to it all day yesterday. I played it in the car. I was working out. And as I was listening to it, I was thinking, if you guys are looking back, if you guys have watched my my reaction to the song, I thought he was talking about Kanye and or Travis Scott. But now I'm thinking he might actually be talking about Drake. And you guys are probably wondering why, but I think he might actually be talking about Drake. So I want to go ahead and play the song, and I want to play this clip from Popcast too. So stick around. I want to play the song, and let's just hear the lyrics one more time.
You cried in front of me. You died in front of me. Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
You cried in front of me. You died in front of me. Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me. So when I heard that, when I heard Calabasas, I instantly thought of Kanye, Kim Kardashian, which it doesn't mean that it couldn't be something like that. It couldn't be that, but I'm starting to think it's a little bit further removed from Kim and Kanye to Kylie Jenner and Drake. Now, I want to watch this clip. Actually, no, let's not watch the clip first. The reason why I say Kylie Jenner and Drake, I'm thinking about the way he's spitting it. He said Utopia, which is just the reference to Travis Scott. He's not using any names. He's using specific places or themes or titles that we would associate to the specific artist that he's talking about. So when he's talking about Calabasas, I'm thinking he's talking about Drake. Drake has a song titled 4 a.m. in Calabasas. Utopia is the name of Travis Scott's album. So Utopia had moved up the street. So if we go ahead and we look at this real quick, right? Now, Kylie Jenner was surprised by Drake at her Sweet 16 birthday party. Now, I know we've talked about some of the weirdness and the behavior of this man, but I believe at this time, Drake is 27 years old. He's 27 years old, and she is turning 16. This is a 15-year-old turning 16. Now, we've all heard about the kind of like grooming behavior, the kind of just sticking around until, you know what I'm saying, you might be of age or you might not be of age. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But either way, it's weirdo behavior. And I believe Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner broke up in like 2022 or 2023, so a couple of years ago. So if he's saying that, it sounds like he's saying either Travis Scott watched some crazy go down, or Travis Scott found out about a relationship that possibly took place with Drake and Kylie Jenner down the line. And it's on video and he saw it. So I'm starting to think that in this part of the song, he may not be talking about Kanye. He might just be talking about what happened to Travis Scott in a sense with Kylie Jenner and possibly Drake. When we're talking about Calabasas and Utopia, he talked about her lip gloss popping and her not needing your money, because I think Kylie is a billionaire or something like that already off the lip gloss line. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. This also came out. And it's just an audio version of basically what we just read.
Shameless. It all came from actually being in Paris.
So be it. So be it. So be it.
So came through carrying the, the Utopia briefcase,
Right. Yep.
Doing his
He thought
whole
was mad corny.
spiel. He comes, he interrupts the session. The next day, the meltdown verse or whatever comes on.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss.
Drake on Travis Scott talking about melting
P,
Pharrell's jewelry.
and all of that. That was a corny, like, you shouldn't have been here anyway. Him specifically too. I don't take it as personal as I should as Travis.
Right. I've been seeing people spin this as Push is just an old hater now. And it's like, no, that's not hate to stand on the principle of being like, man, you came in the studio while we was conducting business as grown-ass men. Because there's levels to this where they look at Travis like, bro, you out here screaming, jumping around, gimmicky, bringing the Utopia briefcase, knowing your music is trash. And then there's us that are conducting real business over here. You interrupted what we were doing to play your song and then to not play Drake's verse. Now, I did see something. I wonder if I can pull it up quickly. But I did see, I'm not even gonna do it. I did see something that said that maybe there's some sort of misunderstanding and Drake had not recorded at the time. Drake had not recorded the meltdown verse at the time that Push heard it. But that's coming from Academics TV. So you can kind of take that with however you want. They've been proven wrong time and time again when they try to spin narratives when it doesn't necessarily fit their agenda. So I'm kind of in agreement with Push on this one.
He's harmless. I'm not into his whole makeup. I took it there.
Her Utopia had moved right up the street, and her lip gloss was popping. She ain't need you to eat.
And then to to come back in our fold.
To make a point of...
Yeah, to invade the fold and then, do all that he did. It was like, man.
To invade the fold. So you invaded the space to do that. So people are wondering why is he going at Travis Scott? I had no idea until I read the GQ article, which we just did. And then hearing this audio context kind of lets me know. But I do believe there's layers to this, man. I definitely believe there's layers.
Corny. He's shameless. He does it.
So I definitely believe that there's layers to this, man. You guys can let me know what y'all think about it. Is he talking about just Travis? If he's talking about Travis, I do believe he's talking about losing his pride, aka seeing his girl with somebody else or something like that. So y'all let me know what y'all think about it, man. Bruh, every time I try to upload this video, I think of something else. So I want to add this little piece on too, right? Where I remember back when Like That dropped and Travis Scott was on stage performing and was requesting Like That to be played. And when he was doing that at the time, I was like, bro, what the, why is he requesting Like That to be played? Him and Drake are good. At least I thought they were good. Him and Drake are good. They did Sicko Mode together, one of the craziest songs. And I thought that was rather interesting. So if you look at it through the lens that we just kind of put together, if you look at it through that lens and you listen to
hey,
this.
Before y'all get out of here, bro, just play that. Oh, man. Please, bro. I need that. You want the album right now, nigga? I ain't gonna lie, they might gotta wait on that one. Hell no.
So it's starting to make sense, bro. I think then he's like, oh, so you smashed my girl? Allegedly. Again, none of this, I don't know if any of this is true, but you went and did that? Bet, now I'm on their side. And I was trying to figure out why he switched sides. I don't know, man. I'm out again. Let me know what y'all think. And you can see why Kendrick and Push and Malice, the Clipse, linked. They share some very, very similar qualities, bro. I'm about making good music and living my life, bro. I'm not with all of that extra corny shit. Y'all could do all of that over there. I think more of that needs to come back, man. Honestly. And like I said, to compare Travis to artists like them is just not, there is no comparison. It's not possible. Travis makes music to bang your head to. Travis makes music to have playing on in the background, Travis doesn't make music for you to actually listen and get something from it. And then to say Ye, Travis, and Drake and them, they're all in their own little bubble, man. They all in their own little bubble. So let me know how y'all felt about this in the comments. I think that this is absolutely amazing. Make sure y'all go check out my reaction too. If you guys haven't checked out my reaction to So Be It, make sure y'all go ahead and check that out. I'll check y'all out in the next one. Make sure y'all follow me at all my socials. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.